Hey guys, it's Simon from thegalaxytab.com. Today we have a review on a Bluetooth keyboard slash case for the Galaxy Tab. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to do a proper unboxing, but it didn't really come with much, so let me just go ahead and jump right in and show you what did come. As you can see here, it's a case basically. It's a folio case looking case that comes with a rubberized keyboard, full QWERTY keyboard. We'll get into that in just a second. And then just has a little kickstand that comes out, and the Galaxy Tab slides in here. We'll get to that in just a second. Let me show you what else it came with. Go ahead and pop that stand out. Now we have a micro USB cable that's used for charging the device. It does have a built-in battery. And of course we do have a quick start guide that gives you some basic information, but not really too helpful. Now, as I said, this is a full QWERTY keyboard with rubberized buttons. We have over here the link button on the top, and on the side we have our micro USB charging port, and as well as a on-off switch, which is very nice. And other than that, there's really nothing much to it except this little magnetic flap here that's used to hold the device in a particular angle. Of course, we have a cutout for the 3 megapixel camera on the side, and it doesn't cover up any of the ports or micro USB or SIM card slot. I'm using this on a T-Mobile tab. Now you can see how thick it is. It kind of looks like a book, the same thickness of a book, and even the width of it is like a book. So maybe a big planner, but it definitely turns your tablet into more of a netbook kind of deal, which to me, someone who likes an all-in-one device, my T-Mobile tablet has been my phone, my Android tablet, and now a kind of a netbook kind of a thing. So I really like the idea. So let's go ahead and touch up on a couple of things. I used to carry around my Apple full-size keyboard and mouse and trackpad actually when I would be sitting in lectures and people would just be staring at me. So this will help me blend in a little bit with the crowd, which is kind of nice. Now let's take a look. Now a couple things I want to do first is show you the keyboard. So I'll go ahead and zoom in so I can show you the keyboard, show you all the buttons. So let's go ahead and do that right quickly. Alright, as you can see here, again, like I said, full QWERTY keyboard. On the top row here, instead of having a F1, F2 kind of keys, where we have smiley faces, which is kind of nice shortcut to smiley faces. On the right here we have the volume up, volume down. No mute button though, which is not that bad. We have the cap lock here, then we got the typical Android keys, which is the back menu, the call button if your phone tablet supports it. Here we have the standby on-off screen button, which is nice, and we have the home button over here, as well as a directional key, and then enter button and all the typical things here like tab and backspace and whatnot. So now that we took a look at the Tab's keyboard, let's show you guys how it works. Now connecting it was a breeze. Now if you have a Verizon tablet or a Sprint tablet, this is not for you. We use there's a protocol called HID, which is Human Interface Device, if I'm not mistaken. Basically what this allows you to do is use keyboards and mice to control the tablet, and you'd get on-screen cursors and whatnot depending on what's connected. Now as far as I know, the Verizon tablets and the Sprint tablets do not support this. But if you have a T-Mobile tablet like I do, or the European tablets, then you should be just fine. So pairing it up is actually very easy. So there's, like I mentioned, there's a micro USB and then the on-off switch on the side here. So you just go ahead and turn on the device. I already have this all paired up with my device. So there you go. It's saying to use the Bluetooth keyboard, charge input method, blah blah blah. just click OK. So it didn't take very long for the tablet to recognize the Bluetooth keyboard. So now you can see that I'm pressing the next button and I'm switching between home screens, and what it's actually doing is going through every icon. That's why I have to press it a few times, but I think I'm at the end here. Nope, there's one more. Okay, so let's go ahead and show you how typing works on it. Now let me just say first a couple things about this device. When I first got it, I pressed on the keys a little bit. I tried to type a sentence and it was horrible. There's definitely a learning curve, and this is more geared to people with smaller hands. I can definitely tell you that. It's a little bit cramped to have two hands on here, but for those with small hands like I do, you definitely get adjusted to it. Now on a typical keyboard, you're used to lifting your finger a good distance, like going up like this. Perhaps this is not how this works. You can basically what you have to do is keep your hand on the keys and just move them just ever so slightly. So definitely need some getting used to. At first I hated it, but with using it for about only 20 minutes, I definitely got the hang of it, and I think I'm pretty fast on it. So I was a fast typist to begin with, so moving on to transitioning to this didn't take very long. So let's go ahead and open up like the memo. Let's go ahead and start a new. So we do get this keyboard that always pops up, but there is an application on the market called I think it's called Blue Keyboard, and what this does is basically detects the Bluetooth keyboard and hides the standard keyboard, which is nice, but it uses its own it has to connect up. Even though the Bluetooth keyboard is connected, it still needs to reconnect for some reason. But now you can see that I have all the space to write. So let's show off my typing skills. This is a test of the new keyboard for my Galaxy tablet, and I like it very much. Alright, so I'm gonna zoom in and get this in focus. So you can see that I typed on it pretty fast, considering I just got it yesterday. So I only used it for a few hours, max, and it's definitely something that I really like. I can't see myself using anything else now. This is definitely the way to go. Now, as for some specs, some people might be asking about battery life. Now, it says that it has a 45-hour uninterrupted battery life, meaning you could just use it for 45 hours straight. But nobody will do that. So I'm thinking that it'll last me a few days without charging it. There is no battery indicator that tells me how low the battery is. But I've been using it since 10 a.m. today, and it's about 8 a.m. or 8 p.m. sorry. So I don't know if it's dead or not. I haven't really used it that much, but I can see this being something that will last me for a few days, which is very nice. I don't have to keep plugging it in and whatnot. And another thing is that it didn't come with an outlet, one that to plug into the like a USB to the outlet kind of thing that you get with your iPod. I luckily have some from the ones that came with my iPad, but it doesn't come with one. So if you want to charge, you're just gonna have to either buy one, or charging it through the computer should work just fine. So guys, this was a quick review on the Bluetooth keyboard in case. I do really recommend this. I managed to pick it up on eBay for about actually lower than $40, because it was a best offer kind of thing. So you guys might get lucky at getting it at $40, but I did see it as high as maybe like 80. So shop around, definitely shop around. Try eBay. Try a couple different sites, but I definitely recommend checking out this keyboard. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. Take care.